Hello everybody, my name is TC Legacy. I'm back for the first episode of me training for GP Paris. This is the first episode where I'm going to be showing you some gameplay of the Mana Dredge deck that I'm hopefully going to be playing. I'm really impressed with the deck so far, and I would just like to categorize and show what this deck is capable of. So without further ado, let's start. And I would like to play first. This hand's really bad. No dredge cards. We have enablers, but no mana, so we can't actually cast anything. And we're on a play, so it does slow us down a lot. Also, discarding here doesn't achieve anything, so we're going to mulligan. Same problem again. This time we do have one dredge card, but we have no way of getting it into the graveyard. So I think taking a mulligan to 5 is fine. Alright, so this hand is actually really good. In comparison to taking a mulligan to 5, it's actually very reasonable. So we're going to go ahead and cast Putrid Imp, and we're going to pass the turn. At least we can start dredging, is all I've got to say. So I wonder what our opponent's going to be playing here. Alright, so Thoughtseize. They will probably take the Putrid Imp, because Putrid Imp doesn't actually have any effect in the graveyard. Alright, so they take Cabal Therapy. Seems fine. I mean, they don't want to reveal too much information in their hand, and making me sack a creature to get that information seems fine when I don't have Bridge from Below in the graveyard. Alright, so I'm going to discard Golgari Grave Troll. And I'm going to start dredging. So we go to our draw phase. I dredge. We hit an Archimever and a Bridge from Below, which is fine. Yes. So I've got 3 Cabal Therapies. So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack for 1. And I am going to cast the other Putrid Imp. I don't see why not, and I'm going to pass the turn. Alright, so it looks like we're playing Jund at this point. I don't know the overall win percentage for Jund versus Dredge, so I don't know how this game is going to go. Personally, I've had some quite good experiences with Jund, so yeah, let's see how this goes. So we discard Golgari Grave Troll, we dredge it back, we hit another Bridge from Below, which is really good. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Cabal Therapy. I'm gonna sacrifice Narcomoeba, gaining me 2 zombie tokens. And I'm going to call out Tarmogoyf, because Tarmogoyf is really, really powerful in this matchup. Because I'm dredging a lot of different things into the graveyard, Tarmogoyf gets really, really big. I've seen him get to like a 6-7 before, which is ridiculous. Because I'm playing a lot of different card types, obviously we've got instant sorcery, creature, enchantment, you know, that's already 4 power, 5 toughness in the bank right there, and that can come in a single turn. So yeah, alright, so I think I'm going to hit Bloodbraid Elf and Abrupt Decay, because Abrupt Decay can actually destroy us here, because if he uses it on his Dark Confidant, then my Bridge from Blows get exiled. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take out the Abrupt Decay right now. So sacrifice Putrid. We need to leave this guy up, or do we? I don't think we do actually. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah. So we're going to go for Abrupt Decay. Hit that. So we take Abrupt Decay. Alright, so we have one Dredge card. Yeah, I think I'm going to play it safe and just keep up our discard. Enabler, and I'm not going to attack. So that's a card he reveals. It's not too good against me. Haha. The him is not good against me. I mean, it can be if I've got, say, 2 breakthroughs or something in my hand, but it's very situational. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna hit Bloodbraid Elf next turn. I'm gonna discard this. Now we can actually attack with this as well, which is good. A little bit of synergy going on there. So we're gonna Dredge the Golgari, Grave Troll. So now we have a Dread Return. And we hit our 3rd bridge. So what I'm gonna do is Dread Return, Flare the Hatebound, and yeah, he saw that I was on my way to going off, so he concedes. Alright, so what am I going to sideboard in? We're going to bring Iona in. And I think just to be safe, I'm going to bring in 2 Nature's Claim, and I'm going to remove, I mean it will slow us down a little bit, but I think I'm going to remove 1 Icarid, because I see a lot of builds playing 3, so I guess that's actually fine that I go down to 3 myself. I'm actually going to take out a Dread Return. I see a lot of people playing 2, so yeah, it should also be fine. And I'm also going to take out, what else am I going to take out? Careful Study's fine. Iona's really, really good, so she's definitely coming in. Wow. See, that's the thing with Dredge, it's like really easy to sideboard, but it's really hard to take stuff out, because obviously you want a lot of Enchantment Hay and, you know, things to stop your opponent from casting the Enchantment Hay, and, you know, things that will just screw the graveyard up. But it's what do you take out? It's quite a tough one to call, so I think I don't really want to take out another Dread Return, because I really like it, because you can just create wins out of nowhere. So I think I'm just going to slow me down a little bit and just take out a Careful Study. I might be wrong about that, so if you guys can comment and tell me how you would have sideboarded, that would be fantastic. Yep, this hand is fine. I'm also on the draw, so we're not going to mulligan this. So he cracks the Bloodstained Mine instantly, or the Bloodstained Mire, I should say, and in comes Deathrite Shaman. Alright, so being on the draw against that card is not really where we want to be. So I'm going to cast City of Brass, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna cast Careful Study, and I'm gonna throw away 2 Stinkweed Imps, because I think the best way to combat a Deathrite Shaman is just to outnumber the amount of dredge cards and the amount of targets that he can actually pick. So at least we can dredge for 5. Even if he throws a second one down, it's still fine, because obviously Deathrite Shaman doesn't have haste. So we can exile a target land to give him an extra 1 mana. Alright, so he cracks the Wooded Foothills, and he passes the turn. So we go to the upkeep, we go to the draw phase, and we just hit double bridge, which is fine by me. The only thing is, we don't really have any way to use them at the moment, and they're just going to be eaten by the Deathrite Shaman, which is not where we want to be. Alright, so I think the only thing we can actually do is pass the turn, which is quite unfortunate. Yeah, just got a bit unlucky there. I mean, we have 1 dredge card in the graveyard that will survive the Deathrite Shaman at the moment, and that card will probably be the Golgari Thug, which is a little bit worse than Stinkweed Imp. So he takes the Flare of the Hatebound, which is the card that killed him last turn. To be honest, what he could have done was take the Stinkweed Imp and the Golgari Thug, and then that would have left me stuck. But I don't think he realises that. So I think he just played it safe. He realised that that was my win condition and just took it. Or one of my win conditions. I have plenty in this deck. Yeah. I wonder what his next play will be. He might try and play Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf will be at 4 power, 5 toughness. From my graveyard, and then plus 1 land. So it'll be a 5/6. Yeah, this... I'm in trouble. This is attacker with the Deathrite Shaman. Okay. It's quite an odd play, if I'm honest. Alright. So he exiles both my bridges. This slows me down a ridiculous amount. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do. So we can chomp the Narcomoeba. It's one thing they forgot on Tarmogoyf, is to give it trample. Right. Yeah, there's nothing we can do at this point. At least he doesn't have any graveyard hate though. We're not going to discard this, we're just going to play it safe and discard something he already knows about to not give as much information away. Tarmogoyf shrinks in power. He plays Punishing Fire, removing Narcomoeba, and he plays Grove of the Burnwillows. He swings for 4. He passes the turn. I dredge Stinkweed Imp. I play Narcomoeba from my graveyard. I have no choice but to pass the turn. I mean, I have outs, but there's not a lot I can do. At least Deathrite Shaman's out of the way. That would limit the amount of outs we had. Or we would have. Oh, spoke too soon. So in comes the Deathrite Shaman. Another Punishing Fire. He attacks into me with Tarmogoyf, sending me to 11. Our Dredge Golgari Grave Troll. We hit a Dredge Return and a Bridge from below. We have no way to get anything onto the battlefield. And this game is almost gone. I think I'm gonna stay in. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in. I mean, there's a very slim chance that I can win, but it is very, very slim. But we'll just gain more information on our opponent. He might be playing Leyline of the Void, but I think he would have either cast it now or revealed it on his opening hand. However, he might have just got unlucky and it might be in his deck somewhere. So I think we're going to keep the build that I've currently got just in case of any graveyard shenanigans. Trying to remove it from the game or trying to exile stuff and whatnot. So yeah. We are in a lot of trouble though. So we're going to exile Golgari Thug. And we're going to dredge the Golgari Grave Troll. And we have a Dredge Return. Yeah. This is game. I'm just going to concede right here. Alright, so on to game 3. On second thoughts, I don't want to give him more life, so I'm just going to put these guys in place of Nature's Claim. I'm going to submit. I would like to play first, yes. This hand is okay. We just need to draw into a Dredge card. And maybe a land just to enable Putrid Imp. So we're going to play the Colosseum. And we're going to cast Careful Study. Alright, so we shall discard Bridge from below and Bridge from below, and we shall pass the turn. We're in a very strong position if we draw. Alright, so that was odd. I guess he just couldn't be bothered to play anymore, because it's not like he was instantly gonna lose. I mean, double bridge doesn't actually mean anything without anything on the battlefield, so I don't know why he did that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.